What's going on, everybody? Mahai back here with another video, and today we're going to be going over a TownHall 14 attack strategy, and this is going to be the Army of the Month. And if you guys didn't know how you can find that, as you see up here at the top, if you click on Cookbook, right up here at the top it says Army of the Month refreshes in 10 days, 11 hours. So for this TownHall, it's different when I've logged in on different TownHall levels. So on my 14 it has Super Dragons, on some of my other ones I think it had regular dragons. So as you see, it's a Super Dragon Bat attack, which is pretty interesting. It gives you equipments and everything. I've obviously tweaked the equipments because as you see here, I'm missing some of them. And I actually completely swapped out the King for the Royal Champion just because I think it's better. But you don't have to do that, obviously. You can use exactly what the cookbook says. So the changes I made, again, like I said, I swapped the King out for the Royal Champion because I want that Rocket Spear. And I don't know why she has the yak on her, but I don't have really any good pets on this account yet. So I suppose we don't really have anything to even use on the minion prints. I guess we got to use the yak on something. So it really doesn't make a difference. I guess I'll just put the yak on here because that's the only 4 pets that I have right now. So it wanted to bring 3 Inferno Dragons and a Stone Slammer in the clan castle, which is a little bit interesting. So we're just going to hop into some multiplayer attacks and see if it's good or not. All right, we've got our first base here. I did find some other ones first, but I couldn't find anything that didn't have a dead Eagle Artillery or Inferno Tower, so this is the best I could find for now. And as I can see here, if I shoot my Queen's Giant Arrow from the top, I might be able to hit both of those air defenses. And then I could use my Royal Champion's Rocket Spear from the left over here and just send everything else in the middle. So that's going to be my plan. We're going to shoot the Queen's Giant Arrow. And we did get both air defenses, which is clutch. I'm going to use this, and it wants to use the Baby Dragons just as funneling, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to help speed up the funneling over here with our Royal Champion. We're going to let our Queen get a little bit more trash, and we're going to drop in all of our Super Dragons. I'm not sure why it didn't deploy them there. We're going to get everything in here. And I'm trying to decide if I want to just spam the bats with the main army or send them separately. I'm not really sure yet, so I'm going to use my Warden's ability, which was, oh yeah, I forgot, it had Eternal Tome and it had the Life Gem on here, which was weird, but I wanted to keep it regardless just because that's what the cookbook had. Alright, we're going to shoot our Minion Prince ability, and now we're going to get in our bats from up here. And now we have free spells that we can use to help keep these bats alive. I'm going to use one on this Town Hall here, because we are struggling a bit. We are approaching another Wizard Tower. I'm going to freeze up the Town Hall again. I'm also going to poison those air skeleton traps. I definitely need to freeze that Town Hall again, or these bats are going to get wiped out. There is a Wizard Tower left. Sorry, my cat jumped on my desk right in front of the tablet. I think we're good here, though. Our bats are still alive. They're actually going to take out the last Wizard Tower because our Inferno Dragons from our Stone Slammer did a really good job. And look, we crushed that base. We still have our Queen full health. Our Minion Prince is still alive. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Super Dragons. And our Grand Warden's still up. That was a really strong attack. That's pretty interesting. Let's go get into another one. Alright, so we've got another base here. We have, where are the air sweepers pointed? We got one pointed up, one pointed down. But if I shoot from maybe that elixir collector, I might be able to take out both sweepers and both air defenses. It might be greedy, it might backfire, but we're going to try it. Okay, we're going to shoot it. We got everything. We got both air defenses and both air sweepers. That was huge. Where do I want to go in from now? I think I want to go in from down here at the bottom and approach that eagle first. We're going to get in our baby dragons, just help kind of set that funnel a little bit quicker. We're going to let that work just for a second. Then we're going to get all of our Super Dragons in, get our Minion Prince, get our Warden, get our Stone Slammer in. And we're just going to use an early ability. Rage up. And now where do I want to send these bats from? Honestly, we got a pretty safe spot over here on this side. I'm just going to get rid of these goblin things, whatever the hell those are. Alright, so now I'm watching for Wizard Towers. I don't see any as of yet, but we are going to freeze up that Multi-Inferno. I can also freeze the Town Hall, the Multi-Inferno, and 2 Wizard Towers at a time right there, which is insane. I'm going to freeze those up again. Okay, our bats have pretty much fizzled out. They didn't get the greatest value. I think we should be good, though. I think we got enough for hopefully our Super Dragons to push through the backside of the base. Again, our Queen, still full health. She's got her healers from the Healer Puppet, and she's also got the Unicorn on her, so she's got a lot of healing. And I think we can get through this. There's really no big defenses. We've got 2 Archer Towers. We've got a Builder Hut and a Wizard Tower. Yeah, we're chilling. We still have our Inferno Dragons from our Stone Slammer. Again, there was no Clan Castle troops on this base, so we'll just use the poison on those air skeleton traps. That way our Inferno Dragon doesn't get stuck on it. So now we have, what, 2 Super Dragons left, and I think 2 Inferno Dragons. We still have our Queen and our Warden as well. We still have healers up, keeping our Queen alive, so we would have pushed through this absolutely no problem. Yeah, I think we're going to end with both Super Dragons and both Inferno Dragons. So it wasn't completely overkilled, but like I said, we really didn't get that much value out of the bats. But it's a 3-star nonetheless, so it's looking like a pretty strong attack. Let's go see if we can find another one. Alright, so we found another base here. We've got our air sweepers both pointed up. Where are the air defenses? We've got the air defenses and a bunch of corners. I'm not sure where I want to shoot this giant arrow from. I think I want to go from the bottom, because that way I could hit 2 air defenses, but that was a really bad placement on my part. But I did get the close one, so it should be alright. Alright, we're going to use our 2 baby dragons over there just to help funnel. Our queen should do alright with that king, but I'm going to use 1 super dragon just to make sure she doesn't go down. I'm going to use some of these things just to funnel out some of those collectors as well. Alright, we'll get the rest of our troops in now in the middle. When do I want to use my ability? Again, I'm probably just going to use this Eternal Tome pretty early. And our RC, unfortunately, is about to go down. We're going to use our Rage right now. Try to push into this core. Now I need my... Okay, perfect. We've got our Minion Prince to point into the core of the base. We were able to use his ability. I think we're pretty safe over here on this left side to use our bats. So that's what we're going to do. We do have 1 Wizard Tower over here. I'm going to use 1 freeze, actually, to help out those Super Dragons there in the core. They are kind of getting wrecked by the Eagle. Okay, we're going to start freezing up this... Oh, man. I wasn't paying attention. Hopefully we didn't lose too many bats to that. We're going to have to use another freeze there. And our Super Dragon should take out that scatter shot. We were a little bit late on that freeze as well, but we should be able to get that Wizard Tower down. That wasn't the best execution again. We're going to use the poison on the enemy queen here. Hopefully those bats will actually help tank. They actually get the Eagle Artillery, which I didn't expect them to get. This one's going to be a little bit closer. We do still have an air defense left, but our queen, regardless, will be able to finish off the base. We do have a ground expo as well that could deal with our queen. Oh, we got everything down. I didn't even see the air defense go down. I completely missed that. Minion Prince is going to take out the ground expo, so we're chilling now. We still have 3 Super Dragons alive. Our queen, again, still full health with her healers and the unicorn, so she wasn't going to go down regardless. Our Minion Prince is probably going to find a Seeking Air Mine and go down here if I had to guess. He dies to the Wizard Tower anyway. But yeah, 3 Super Dragons and the queen's still alive. So again, it was pretty well crushed. I didn't do that well again with the bats. In the next attack, I might try something interesting and just send all the bats in with the main push and just see how that works. Because I've used attacks like that before. I don't think it's as effective, but it is a lot more simple and a lot more spammy. So we're going to try that in the next one and see if it's effective at all. Alright, so we got a base here. Let's try this out. It is double multi-infernos, which doesn't bode well for our spam bat attack. But I am going to shoot the Queen's Giant Arrow from the side over here. Man, I missed that second air defense. That sucks. Where do I want to send? I want to send the RC. I want to get rid of that Eagle as quickly as we can. Use our baby dragons down here to funnel. We're going to use these things up here as well to take out those collectors, help funnel our queen into the base a little bit. Everything else down in the middle here. We're going to wait a second on the bats. I want my warden to get a little bit deeper into the base so he can at least protect us a little bit. I'm going to start freezing up that air sweeper. Alright, we're going to send in the bats now. Maybe if it'll let me drop the last 2, we're going to hit the warden's ability. And now we're going to use our rage as well. We're going to use the Minion Prince ability. Now we're just going to start freezing all these splash defenses while our bats hopefully push through the base. We're going to freeze that wizard tower just in time. Again, no Clan Castle troops. I'm just going to poison those air skellies. And man, our bats are actually cruising through right now. They do go down, but they did a good job tanking for our super dragons. As you see, we still have basically all of our super dragons still alive. We have our Inferno dragons out of the Stone Slammer down here, but we have 1, 2... Man, I can't even count those. There's probably at least 5 super dragons still alive. We are coasting through this base right now. This is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, we still have all 3 of our Inferno dragons. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, super dragons. Yeah, 6 super dragons still alive. All 3 of our Inferno dragons still alive. Minion Prince is still alive. The Queen did go down this time, but we kept our Warden alive. Man, that was absolutely crushed. I want to do one more of those because that was actually pretty fun, and that was surprisingly strong. Maybe that's the wave. Alright, we found another base here. This one's all single Infernos, so this should bode really well for this attack strategy. Alright, where are these air defenses at and the air sweepers? Okay, where do I want to go in from? I usually like sending the Queen from a corner, but I think I'm going to shoot her ability actually from this army camp this time. Alright, we got 2 air defenses, exactly what I was aiming for. I'm going to use the RC up here now. I'm going to get that other air defense, then use my baby dragons up there just to help set that funnel. Again, we're going to use these things to help funnel the Queen. I can't even remember what they're called. They're pretty useless, so we drop in our super dragons. And we're going to wait just a second here. Once they get into the next layer of defenses, I'm going to drop all my bat spells. Then I'm going to hit an early warden ability because all of them that start flying into that will be invincible. And now we're going to start freezing up all this splash. We're just going to drop a massive wave of freeze. Oh, I really messed up that minion prince ability. I thought he was pointed into the base, but he was actually shooting at some skeleton traps, I believe. So he shot completely sideways. That was really bad. And we are fighting an air sweeper, so this one might actually fall short, but this was a really poorly executed attack. Really screwed up the minion prince Dark Orb, which really helped slow down defenses, and it really would have helped, especially against that air sweeper, so we wouldn't have to fight it this whole time. We're going to poison up the RC so it doesn't do too much damage to our super drags. This is going to be close. Our queen, again, did go down. We only have, I think, one Inferno Dragon left, and it's about to go down as well. So it's going to be reliant on this pack of Super Dragons, which they're definitely going to go down. We still have a Scatter Shot. We still have a single Inferno. We still have an Air Expel. The Sweeper's still up. We still have multiple Archer Towers. Yeah, that was a really bad attack. But wasn't the greatest Giant Arrow. I should have went for an Air Sweeper, honestly, instead of the Air Defenses. But my Dark Orb ability from the Minion Prince was absolutely terrible. That was horrible execution on my part. This probably would end up around 90 or something, but I'm just going to do my outro while we wait for this, because obviously it's not going to 3-star. So that was a really poorly executed attack. So you guys can use it either way. You can use the bats with your main push, or you can use the bats in their own separate wave to help clear out defenses. And whichever works best for you. If you're more experienced, obviously the bat wave is going to be better. But if you guys just want a simpler, more easy attack strategies, just drop them in with your main push and use your Eternal Tome and help protect your bats. Do a better job with your free spells as well. I forgot to mention, I didn't do very well with the free spells in that one as well. So again, really fun attack. If you guys want this, again, go over to the cookbook. I could also drop an army link for my tweaked version of it if you guys would rather have that. Let me know in the comments how it works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.